Hello and a beautiful morning from Switzerland. I'm currently visiting my mum, and Switzerland's definitely showing itself from its best side. So you can see here, it's a pretty perfect day today. My mum's at work, so I decided to go for a walk. So behind me there you can see is Lake Constance, and we're definitely gonna go for a swim later on, but yeah, first gonna go for a bit of a walk. So yeah, let me show you around my home country. Alright, so I've properly started my walk for today. Kind of the first 15 minutes or so, nothing too exciting, just basically that's the time it takes to, get outside of town, and I've kind of just started to head up the hill right behind here. So starting to get away from the road a bit more, which is nice. And yeah, we're just about to enter some woodlands in front of me, which is on a day like today. It's going to be very hot, so we've got forecasted about 31 degrees. So getting to walk part of the way today in these woods, it's going to be perfect. But yeah, it's going up quite a bit at the moment, so I'm going to put you away and focus on getting up this little hill. So even though my visit to Switzerland this time round was caused not by a very happy occasion, but it's really nice to be back here for a bit. And what's really funny, in Scotland usually, as I said, I don't do very well with the heat, but here for some reason it doesn't bother me as much. Not sure why exactly, but yeah, it's just the heat feels a bit different. But yeah, I mean, Switzerland's a hiker's paradise, and I mean, I'm not going up any big mountains or anything this time around, but yeah, just being out here feels pretty good. And what also makes getting around here very easy, there are signs everywhere. If you're on a walking or hiking trail, it's pretty easy to stay on track. Yeah, sorry, so I was saying, pretty easy to stay on track. Just look out for those yellow signs, and usually anywhere, where there's any junction, any paths going off, there's usually more signs, and make sure you're going where you need to go. Pretty great about being out in Switzerland, so you do quite often come across fountains, and the vast majority of time it's drinking water. Usually it will say if it's drinking water, but it will definitely say if it's not. So if there's no sign, usually you can drink it, and as often there's signs either way, but yeah, if you can't, they definitely will put a sign on the fountain. But yeah, usually nice and cold as well. Right behind me here as well, down towards the lake. You can see it really well from up here. We've also got our own little airport. So, down right there, it's called Airport St. Gallen Altenrhein. Very small. I think you can just see a plane there. About, don't know if it's just landed or started. I didn't see it. But yeah, it's quite cool to watch. But yeah, it's very small. There aren't really many scheduled flights at all, so it's mostly private aviation. But yeah, we do have a daily flight to Vienna from here. Yeah, might do that one day. But yeah, it's quite fun too. I love watching planes, so it's quite fun seeing what comes in and goes out. And one thing you can count on here in Switzerland if you go for a walk, they certainly know where to put their benches. So yeah, I've just taken a seat here and I've got a pretty good view. Now we've got the whole of the airport right in front of us, so if you're watching planes you might like this spot. And then of course you've got that great view of Lake Constance. Exploring around here today is actually really fun. So I didn't grow up in this area. My mom only moved here a couple of years ago, and I grew up about an hour and a half away from here. Obviously not that far, but we never really came to this area. So yeah, nice to explore. And here now actually we've made it to the banks of the old Rhine River. And yeah, we a little bit, when you go about an hour upstream, basically. Kind of get closer to the area of, I've got some relatives that live there, and there's actually some really nice swimming areas. But of course, we now follow it down the river till we get to Lake Constance, and then we're gonna kind of walk up the lake again to where we started. But yeah, it's really beautiful here. Got a lot of dedicated footpaths, so yeah, it's a nice place to come for a walk. Another interesting fact, actually, the Old Rhine is the border between Switzerland and Austria. So yeah, on this side of it, we're in Switzerland, and across the other side, it's Austria. On my final stretch on the way back, I think it's only about another 15-20 minutes to get back home, but it is hot now. So I've just stopped by a little place by the lake and put my feet in, and that felt absolutely wonderful. But yeah, now for that final bit here, it's got some trees to my right, but the sun's so high up, it's mostly fully out in the sun. So yeah, 31 degrees, feeling pretty warm right now. But yeah, really not far. And on the way, there's a really great like self-service ice cream stand thingy. I'll show it to you. But yeah, definitely gonna stop by there before heading back inside for today. So yeah, I certainly know Staad, where I'm at the moment, is not the most touristy corner of Switzerland, but if you do ever find yourself close by, right by the Staad train station, there's this ice cream vending machine, and the ice cream is pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this here today. I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the day, because yeah, way too hot to do much else. Might go swimming later tonight when it cools down a little bit, but yeah, see you next time.